GardenVibez, what's up? It's your girl. I ain't never did this before, but don't mind me if I'm wobbling this camera or anything. I am out here in my lovely garden, basking in this beautiful sunlight, looking so good, feeling so good. Right now, I plan to just answer a few questions for you guys, introduce you to my garden, which is looking a hot mess right now. But a garden is a garden. It's not gonna look good until I clean it out. And I've already started. Look at this massive pile. Oh, I forgot right here. I could just do this. Boop. Look at this massive pile of weeds that I got, y'all. This is so crazy. I got that out of this here raised bed. This raised bed here is 8 foot by 4 foot, and it was full of weeds, baby. I don't know what, when, where, why, or how, but I got it cleaned out. Next, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean out another raised bed that I have. I have snap peas that needs to go out here. I have lettuce that needs to go out here. I got collards that needs to go out here. Cause I don't got time to be playing around with these weeds. I need the weeds to step aside and let your girl get the planting. Okay, I already have uh, kale out here, two different types of lettuce. I have onions and celery growing, and I have some green beans growing. I also have my forever garlic growing. So I have a couple more things that I wanted to plant. I don't know if that's going to happen today. I hope so because it's still kind of early. But that's what I'm out here doing. I know right now I'm literally sitting on my ass. I'm not doing much. But this is a little break that I'm taking because I did just pull up a lot of stuff. But I did want to engage with you guys a little bit and let you know that there's a few things that are leaving in this garden and a few things that are going to stay. One thing that's leaving is that massive pile of weeds that I told you guys about, okay? It cannot stay here. It's taking up too much space. Next, the things that are staying are going to be three vegetables that I have. Actually, two fruits and a vegetable. So, my strawberries are perennials. They come back every year. They've been going strong for probably like 10 years now. So I just let them do their thing. I pull a few weeds out of their little raised bed, which is right there. That is my strawberry patch. And then I'll let them do their thing. Then another plant that comes back every season for me is this here grapevine. I have two different types of grapes, a Concord and some other kind. I can never remember. But those grapes are going to grow back every year and give me a massive grape harvest. I'm talking wine, which I ain't making. Hey, Asher. Hey, Asher. Hey, Jacqueline. Um, so my grapevine stays. I prune it. It comes back. It does its thing. It shows out, but it also attracts a ton of freaking animals. I'm talking birds. I'm talking squirrels. I'm talking cats, possums, raccoons. I saw a whole family of raccoons. Like, I put a camera out here because I'm like, something is tearing through my grapes and I need to figure out what it is. And it was freaking a family of raccoons. I didn't even know raccoons was in the hood. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? I'm in the hood and seeing raccoons walking around with baby raccoons. I ain't never seen no stuff like that. But yes, this is my massive grapevine trellis. These over here, that's my strawberry patch. That's gonna come back every year. And I also built a trellis for my cucumbers. If I can push the button. It looked crazy because it's been tore up and stuff by a tornado. But I plant my cucumbers at the bottom, and there's netting going up and down it that allows those cucumbers to go ahead and connect to that their trellis, and that's that. Okay. My other beds are going to be empty. And you're the only person that noticed my comment. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope from here on out others notice. Okay, so I do appreciate you stopping by today. I will notice every comment that you post. So like I was saying, my other raised beds, I'm gonna replenish the soil, put some extra amenities in there, like my fertilizer, my vermiculite, and some soil compost that I get from my city because it's free, right? So I don't have to pay for that. Um, So overall, for that topic, that's what's staying, that's what's going in my garden. Topic number 2 are mistakes that I won't make this grow season, and that is gonna be my potatoes. If you remember my funny ass potato video, I spent literally thousands of dollars on these beautiful raised beds. You want to see them? Let's go over here because I can get off my butt, right, and take you to my amazing raised beds that I purchased and spent all my hard-earned money on. So let's go. Oh, why do I keep? Okay, so this is my one of my garden expansions. You can see my little archway that lets you into this area, and I have piles of straw that I saved. But these raised beds is what I utilized last year to grow my potatoes in. They're like 42 inches wide. Um, these raised beds, beep, 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 and beep. I had did this like trial, like I wanted to see if I could grow potatoes in a straw medium. That's why I got all this straw everywhere, because I saw somebody else do it, and I'm like, I can do it too, and I was unsuccessful. That's okay, you're gonna have garden failures, and that was one of mine. I don't have very many, and it was a little humbling moment for me to spend thousands of dollars and literally to get like a little handful of nugget-sized potatoes. It's pretty crazy, but I did choose to go ahead and fill those raised beds up with soil. So now they're all full of soil. I know you saw the straw on top of that, but that is just to keep them damn alley cats out of there, okay? Because they like to go in and think that I placed this soil here for them to shit in, and that is not the case, okay? This raised bed is for vegetables, not for cat poop, okay? There's plenty of land around here for them to go do their business in, and it's not in my vegetable patches, okay? So another area that I want to show you guys is another expansion that I added last year, and I have 5 more brand new raised beds in there. I also have food growing in them already. Let's show. I'm standing on the other side of my yard, so I gotta lean over the fence. In this here raised bed, beep, I have kale on this side of that raised bed. In this raised bed right here, I have 2 different types of lettuce. And by the way, these raised beds are like 8 feet by 2 feet, I want to say. Go down a little further here. This is my 42-inch orange raised bed. Blue and orange, they look like gang colors, don't they? But they're not. They just were cute and bright. So in this bed, I have celery and yellow and red onions growing. And down here in these 2 raised beds, I have my forever garlic growing in that raised bed. So I got like 30 cloves of garlic growing in there. And this bed right here on the fence has my brand new green beans growing in it. So look at this garden, hot mess, but your girl is out here cleaning it up. This is my asparagus patch that I've cleaned up. I know it don't look like I did, but I really took like all these weeds out of there. I'm leaving these piles of weeds here for somebody else to come pick up, because I'm not going to pull the weeds and pick them up. Like, what kind of stuff is that? If you want to eat some of these collard greens, you're going to have to do some work, okay? So only person I don't make do nothing is my mother. She can cook, okay? So I have her, she grilling right now on the other side of the yard. Dang, this spider just will not die. I'm trying to keep y'all alive. Get on. Okay, sorry, I don't want to have spider bites. So now go on now. I didn't kill you. Don't come back over here. Next I want to talk about is gardening expensive? So as you can see, I have spent quite a bit of money in this garden, but you don't have to, okay? I don't want you thinking that you got to go out and get fancy raised beds or anything, because I got some cheaper raised beds. I know the price of wood has gone up, but if you look here, you can see I have my raised beds that are inside of my original garden. They're made out of wood, and then these little cheap stones. These stones were like $1 a piece or something crazy like that, but You take your board, whatever size you want it to be, slide it down in those stones, and bam, you got a whole raised bed. I lined it with some liner, put some soil in it, and it has produced like crazy for me. This bed right here, it's made out of wood. The only thing I don't like is, as you can see, it's starting to look old. Okay, I can't have my wood looking my age now. Come on. I need it to stay young, fresh. I need it to survive. I need to not have to rebuild it. And that's why I've started investing in the metal raised beds, because they have like a life expectancy of like 20 years. So that is my purpose for spending on those. Other than that, I do plan to like not spend as much anymore. Once I got these raised beds, it's not like I'm gonna have to keep putting money into them. I can continue to fill those up with free soil and seeds. I don't necessarily have to buy new seeds, because my plants, once I'm done harvesting off of them, guess what? They go to seed, which means they start producing their own seeds. You dry them out, you save them, bam, seeds for free. Okay? So that's another thing. Three tools I cannot live without in my garden. Three tools. Number one is my radio. I need my music. I need my sounds. I know YouTube don't play that, but that's why I ain't gonna be on here long, okay? Because I gotta hear my tunes in order for me to get some massive work done. Out here pulling these weeds, I need to hear my Tupac, my Mary J. Blige, whatever I feel like listening to. If it's Nipsey, whatever. But I need to cut something on to keep me busy. Um, Another tool that I cannot live without in my garden is my family. I need a helper. I need somebody out here, because I feel like the things that need to be done will never get done with just me by myself. I probably bit off more than I could chew. Nonetheless, my family is the second thing that I need and must have in my garden. Third thing I absolutely need in my garden is like my hand shovel. Like that's what I use to make all my to like scoop out all my dirt. That's the only tool I really need out here, especially since I have this landscape fabric. If you see on here, I have like this black landscape fabric. Is a heavy duty industrial grade, and that's what keeps, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but that's what keeps weeds from growing. Like this would be full of grass. I know these little weeds are easy to pull up because they're growing along the top of this, okay, or they're growing in the little holes that I've made for my plants. But this little stuff I can pull up, and all you will see is like all black stuff, kind of like here. See, we've already done this area, and there's nothing left. I could like blow this off with a leaf blower and pop my plants in here and be good. But Asher, I would love if you could help. But do you see what I've done so far? I'm gonna leave this pile here for my dad or for my son, whoever gets here first. That's gonna be their job. They're gonna help me out there. um, so yes, there is much to do in this garden, but once you get it all done, you don't have to really maintain it anymore. You pop your plants in, and all you do is worry about watering it, right? So those are my top three tools that I can't live without. Next, why did I start gardening? Why did I start gardening? I think I don't really have a real reason why I started. um I'll try to come. Okay, thank you, Asher. um I don't know why I started gardening. It could be just like my grandmother's spirit on this property. She had a small garden. It was actually right here where I have these 5 raised beds. I never used that space, but she did. I'm talking about a long time ago, okay? But she used that same patch of land, and she grew like tomatoes and pepper plants and everything right there. And as a little girl, I would see her sitting out there plucking tomatoes, cutting them, eating them. So it was pretty cool for me to start my own garden. And I mean, I just feel like it's never big enough. I feel like I just want to expand more and more every year, and eventually I feel like my whole backyard is going to be a massive garden. So good luck to my mama, because she's going to be surrounded by fruits and vegetables. um, let's see. So that's why I started gardening, I would say. That's the only thing I could come up with. Goals for this season are to harvest a large amount of potatoes. Another goal I have is to build a trellis for my tomatoes to grow up. I don't know if I'm going to use wood or PVC piping, but that's a goal that I have. Another goal, major project coming. Okay, first of all, I got a dry pour project that is doing astronomical numbers on my Garden Vibes channel, and I don't even know nothing about cement. I did it. I built a base for one of my sheds out here. Like you see, where is it? Where is it? Oh, you can kind of see like the top of the shed right there. There's a shed right there, and right underneath it, I built a cement slab or whatever. And I use the dry pour method. I don't know if you knew about that, but it's where you just open up all the bags of cement and pour it out into like your area that you want to have cemented. Then you wet it, and then it hardens, and you have a friggin' cement slab. It's not like your typical where they use wet cement and pour it all down. It's a little different than that. So it works. It's holding up. It's doing great. And then I poured a second freaking slab, and I have like a curved edge to it. I don't have anything on there, but that's another video. It's doing really well. It's so windy out here. Nonetheless, I have two cement videos, and they're doing so well. So that's right now my next project that is coming, which is going to be a major project, is my patio. Tornado came through, tore up my gazebo, so I had to throw that away, and I bought a new one. This gazebo is going to be a hard top gazebo, and it's going to be way bigger. It's going to be probably double the size of my old one, and I need a bigger patio for that. So I took up my old patio and all my old pavers with my son, of course, and then we're going to expand it, and we're going to use some new like synthetic paper bases and stuff like that for that patio. So that's going to be my latest greatest video that's coming up soon. I just got to gather a couple more supplies, and it should be all good from there. What else do I need to do? I think those are going to be all of my projects for this year. I am building another gazebo for my mom as well, so she can have her little bistro set in there. My main gazebo just used to have like living room type furniture in there that I built from pallets. But I actually am making it so double the size. So now I have one side for my little living room furniture, and the other side is going to be like my dining table where we could sit and eat and all of that. I'm going to put a projector in there so that we can watch movies, and then I'm also going to build a bar because your girl is grown, so I got to have a place for my bar. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I promise it's not gonna be ghetto. I know it sounds like it might be, but my projects generally turn out decent looking. So if I'm okay, saving a few dollars, you should be okay with me saving a few dollars. Um, I had an estimate for that patio originally that was 10,500, and I, politely told the man no thanks. So I built it myself and saved $9,000. I bought the stones myself, the gravel myself, and the sand, and did the thing. I dug the hole with a pickaxe, and that was that. Okay, the rest is history. So we're not using a pickaxe this time. Okay, I got shovels now. Next would be compost. I don't really have anything I want to tell you guys about compost. I told you what my amenities are to my compost, where I get my free soil from. So look into your city and see if they have free compost and mulch for you guys, because it would be a game changer. It would save you so much money in your garden if you utilize that as opposed to going out and buying the store-bought stuff, which is pretty much mostly mulch anyway. So do yourself a favor and get what's free. Okay. Um, Things that I wish I knew before gardening. I wish I knew about bugs before I started gardening, because one thing I will say is that they can destroy all of your crops in a matter of days. Okay. So, I mean, to the point of no return. So, had I known that, I would have made this a huge enclosed garden. I would have made it like a ginormous greenhouse. I would have bought the biggest greenhouse, and that's what this would have been, a whole enclosed one, so I didn't have to deal with bugs and stuff. But now that it's out in the open and the elements, and there's trees and bushes and overgrown weeds and stuff everywhere. Like it is hard to keep crops alive in this area because of the bugs. What year did I start gardening? Ooh, it was more than 10 years ago, I could say that. The years have been snatched away from me, but I definitely know it was at least 10 years ago. And that's because that's when I built my patio. And I had to go back and look at my patio um, recently because of the storm damage. So that's how I know it was at least 10 years ago. Um, Probably 15 years, not gonna lie to you. But it's been a lot of years. I started off way smaller than this. I didn't have it fenced off or anything, but now I do have this cool little fence that goes around the whole thing. I don't know if you can see it. And I have two expansions that I added last year. My expansion 2.0, which has my potato beds, and then my other expansion behind me, which has those 5 raised beds. That's actually in the main part of my yard. Um, so yeah, another thing. I guess that's all I wish I knew before I started gardening. Another thing I can say is that I wish that I knew that the cats were gonna be like so attracted to my soil. Like they think that these raised beds, any pile of dirt anywhere, like if I leave just a small pile of dirt, they're trying to shit in it, okay? And I don't have time. I love the kittens, I love the cats, the outdoor cats. My mom loves to feed them, but I just don't have time to be dealing with the feces part, you know? So that's the only issue that I have, and I wish I'd have known that because I would have made this garden cat proof. Now I got little rigged up areas like this little raised bed has like this chicken wire around it, which also makes it harder for me to harvest and shit. I'm running my mouth, boy. But that's the truth, okay? That's something I wish I knew before I got started because I would have totally enclosed this and made it fully cat free. Um, Another thing, little bug. Um, Garden therapy session is what I wanted to have. This has totally turned into that. My garden is my therapy. All I need is my music, which I can't play on here, and that's why I won't be staying with you guys much longer. But I need to get some more stuff cleaned out, and I need to get started or finished up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. One thing I did want to say was my favorite plants. Um, I would say my favorite thing to plant is right now is Swiss chard because Swiss chard is so versatile and it tastes so delicious in everything. You can eat it for breakfast with your eggs, or you could put it on a salad, you could put it on a sandwich, you can cook it up and put it in some greens. It could be your greens, it could be your spinach. Like Swiss chard is where it's at. I'm trying to tell you. And the amount of production that Swiss chard gives you is diabolical. Like I got so much Swiss chard in the freezer right now. I don't know if I will ever be able to finish it, but I um I enjoy Swiss chard. That is my go-to staple vegetable right now. As far as the grapes, I feel like they are more hassle to keep. Meaning I got to keep so many different animals away from them. Like I feel like that is the hardest part for me with the grapes. I do love them. I do like to eat them. The taste is phenomenal once they've sweetened up and ripened. But before that, like fighting off all the animals is crazy. Is crazy. So, those are my favorite plants. Um, what I want to manifest for this season is that I just have a great, great, great grow season, which I know I'm going to have because that's what I'm manifesting, right? Um, I'm going to get out of here, you guys, and I'm going to get to work because I called my dad and it don't sound like he coming. So it's just going to be me out here. My son don't get off till it's dark out. So there is no help for me. And that's okay because it is what it is. I enjoyed talking with you guys, Garden Vibes, and your girl will be back soon. Make sure you go check out all my amazing videos because there's tons of content there for you. And stay tuned for more content. I got so many videos that I should have dropped. Um, and I just got to edit the videos and post them. So stay tuned for that. Keep sorry, there's a bug on the way to me. Um, I didn't tell y'all that I just hate bugs. I do. And like I will be running literally from bugs and bees. I will run, drop this phone. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. But nonetheless, Asher, have a great day at work. Okay. I am off today, thank the high heavens. And I am working outside. So that's what it is. Any other time I'm working every day, all day, 16-hour shifts, whatever, Gotta get to the bag, right? Um, but as far as this live goes, it's over. I don't know how to stop it, but I'll figure it out. I think this X button will do it. You guys stay tuned, and I enjoyed chilling with you today. Bye, Garden Vibes.